I love to see it though, you know, fighting for their lives to get into just top 64, not even top 8.
We still have so many stacked games all the way across the bracket, so...
What's up, man? He's oh, you know, that's the first, you know, they come over, he had a big smile on his face and he went...
The problem with me is that down 4-4 works way more than it should.
I love the way Bilal was using, was it down 4, Brian down 4 to control the Oki situation as well. He was not
At the beginning of 8, I kept trying to duck the second hit of down 4-4 because the Tekken still have muscle memory. I still run into people who do the same thing, I guess, because they definitely be trying to duck and getting hit.
Where getting hit on the ground is now more recoverable health rather than flat damage. So it's a big one. It definitely makes a big difference. But speaking of
people's wake up always makes me laugh. I should do that more to bait the people who like to do toe kick. Just run up and then just do up 3+4, the orbital. My problem with orbital is that I always try to do the fucking down back 4 combo off of it, and I just drop it every time. When I should just be a scrub and just take the back 3.
If you'd like to watch recent tournaments or maybe legacy tournaments from Tekken 7 or even other games, BNE Esports is your place to go on YouTube, so you can go there and consume some high quality content.
Yeah, exactly. It's the games today have been crazy, and there's still many more Tekken 8 games to go as well. Some huge names still coming up for you very shortly, but we're going to be taking a quick break now, and we'll be back for some more Tekken 8 action. Stay tuned.
After Evo, I'm gonna give a whole try. Go for it. Character is really fun. Alright, I guess we can jump over to this stream. We've got Seth versus Ozki, who I'm not familiar with, but Victor player.
Tekken 8, hein, parce que il est très actif en ligne notamment, avec des belles performances sur les set and reset et le tournoi équivalent. Il y a eu d'ailleurs, c'était l'initiative d'un joueur anglais dont j'ai...
What's the difference between orbital and can? I still never figured out what that meant. An orbital is usually... How do I explain? So can-cans and orbitals are different because they have similar animations, right? Not to each other, but orbitals look similar and can-cans look similar to each other. The can-can is like the... There's a dance called like can-can, and it kind of looks like you kick your legs up like that. That's why they're called that. Whereas orbitals is normally like the spinning heel kick. And orbitals are a low crushing mid that is a launcher that are typically safe on block, whereas can-cans are a low high that is a 2-hitting move that will also launch and is safe for some reason, but it's not a natural hit launcher. Like you can get hit by the low and then not get launched by the high. Whereas if you get hit by the orbital, you will get launched. That's kind of like the basics of it. I don't know how clearly I articulated that, but
I have a dream, exactement. C'est d'avoir un Vincent Cassel en guest à l'Evonis.
Oh, j'aimerais tellement.
T'imagines?
J'aimerais tellement. Surtout que voilà, c'est un mec qui a déjà joué à Tekken et tout, qui nous l'a expliqué.
Lydia's 443, I think that's what it is a can-can? No. What would you even call that? That's just a launcher, but I don't... Because she doesn't kick with both legs, it's just the one leg. But can-can's like when they kick with both legs, like Jin, Double Jin, Asuka, June.
Récupérer derrière, c'était pas forcément évident hein, sur le B2 de Victor. Enfin, moi j'appelle ça le flash d'Emery Black. Mais ouais, c'est dommage, je pense qu'il nous faudrait un petit buff de ce côté-là. Ouais,
Who else has a can-can? Is it just those 4?
On a vu un
No, Jin. Well, I said Jin, right? Jin, Double Jin, Asuka, June.
Je dirais rien là-dessus, je le défendrai pas. Tu vois, mais encore une fois, il fait mouche.
Is that it?
Il est difficile à récupérer. Moi, c'est très très gros risque. Hein. Il a tenté, hein, mais.
Am I forgetting anyone? I think that's it.
Avec le feu et Sef à chaque fois. Il va l'intercepter, le réceptionner. Très bon duck, mais
And then for orbitals, you have characters like Brian, Xiao Yu, Huadong, Leroy,
parce que sincèrement, il a très bien joué sa première manche, il est en train de très bien jouer aussi sur ce
Lars.
avec évidemment
Who else has an orbital?
Allez, le choix un peu timide de la part de Ozeki, hein, on le rappelle, hein, l'option
Azucena, yeah.
est meurtrière. On déteste se retrouver dans cette situation quand le hit au mur. Hein. Yep. En tout cas, un partout est toujours aussi serré entre les deux. Hein. C'est costaud, on aime bien ce type de... quand il y a des bons échanges là.
Shaheen has one as well. Yeah, I'm forgetting some of the characters right now, but yeah. Orbitals are a lot more common than Can is. And yeah, Double Jin's is a natural hit launcher, but his is mid-mid, but it's also unsafe on block. So this is a little bit different from the other three, but...
Il a des très bonnes solutions. C'est pour ça que je te dis, faut qu'il assume son karaté parce que là, jusqu'à présent, il a la maîtrise des arts martiaux et il a surtout 2 balles de match pour lui, hein, l'ami.
Ah ouais, moi je lui souhaite. Je t'avoue que peu importe le résultat, je serais content parce que Seth, c'est un joueur que j'ai envie de voir.
Is this me? Hold on, did I turn the volume down too much? Volume on this one's way lower.
Je sais pas, je me prends pour un leader maintenant, ça y est. Ouais, très
I think the volume on this stream is just lower than the other ones.
On va chercher le mur.
Honestly, I'm gonna just keep this one on max. Sorry about that.
Plus de hits des deux côtés et encore une fois le pari qui est trouvé.
Ouais, par contre ça suffira pas parce que derrière malheureusement on a un pro launcher et ça va remettre les compteurs à égalité sur cette manche de 2. Et Seth, un round de l'envoi en loser, à un match de pouvoir repartir à 0.
Ça a bien gratté hein, en tout cas au début du match là. On est pratiquement à la moitié de la barre de vie là pour Ozuki. Le splat qui a été trouvé. Ça va être compliqué, va falloir garder un sang-froid.
You know what else I want removed from the game? Now this is just me just being like salty. Remove all G-clefs.
Mais c'est le cas de beaucoup de joueurs, j'ai envie de te dire.
Bah surtout sur un jeu comme Tekken, encore une fois avec beaucoup de mental stack, avec beaucoup d'informations, apprendre très rapidement, que ce soit sur la garde, que ce soit sur les déplacements. Là tu vois le déplacement il était bon, réussi à le rattraper avec Hit Dash, mais
why you laughing, Scott? Why is that funny, bro?
Il va pouvoir peut-être le faire malheureusement, interception.
Why is that funny, bro?
Je te dis, c'est Ozuki, il a des bonnes idées, mais des fois peut-être qu'il va un poil trop loin sur des trucs qui... Tu vois,
remove all of them because the way you said that, like, just take them all out of the game, dog. I promise you, every character who has one will be fine without it. I promise you. I know you be suffering. You know, honestly, it's really not. It's the only characters I really hated is Lars and Law. Like Lars in particular pisses me off. Lars and Law are the only two that like really get me tight.
Il marche super bien, hein. Franchement, il est en train de faire un bon.
I honestly think they should be minus 14. That would be great.
C'est dingue ça parce que ça fait des mois et des mois que les gens me disent que Tekken.
Who's the character you hate fighting the most? Alyssa.
Alors que là, tu regardes sur tous les matchs qu'on a eu jusqu'à présent, on a eu la moitié où ça finissait souvent sur des time over et on avait des gros jeux de poke. C'est exactement ce qu'on a là. Hein. On est à 30 secondes. Alors certes, ça utilise le hit des deux côtés parce qu'on joue quand même à Tekken 8. Mais même en jouant à Tekken 8, on arrive sur des 20 secondes au compteur, tu vois.
Ah non, clairement. C'est le... De toute façon, c'est le beau jeu, c'est les déplacements, c'est tout ça. C'est tout.
I think Lars pushing the 30-minute limit online. So I've actually been writing down some notes recently when I've been playing the game, and basically just like writing down shit I hate, for lack of a better way of phrasing it, right? Just writing down shit that I think is really fucking dumb or I don't like or that I hate about the game. And what I want to do is get like speed kicks or K-Wiss or maybe even Fee, whoever, just like a higher level, more knowledgeable player, right? Just kind of like let me rant and then get their opinion on some of the shit that I want to rant about. I'm gonna have like a list of things like I don't like about the game and see how they feel about it. So if I say some shit like, I've been trying to be like somewhat rational with them, right? It's not just like my scrub quotes, but like shit that like I genuinely think like the game would be better off. So for example, like, what's one of the ones I wrote down just recently? Like, I feel like if a heat smash whiffs, like the first hit whiff, the rest of the heat smash shouldn't come out. That's just me. That first hit whiff, you should just have like 1,000,000 frames of recovery.
On a envie de discuter avec vous. On a envie de, tu vois, faire un tête-à-tête dans un salon de thé.
Ouais, c'est
dommage. On a envie d'avoir le responsable Capcom qu'il y a à Madagascar, tu vois, comme... tu vois.
Tired of not being able to whiff punish a fucking heat smash because that first hit whiff and the second hit me.
Non, je troll évidemment, mais bon, c'est vrai qu'on aime voir la présence des développeurs, des producteurs à chaque fois sur leur jeu d'un point de vue compétitif. On a une Namco France qui sont d'ailleurs derrière tous les Master Events. T'as toujours 2-3 personnes de Bandai Namco qui sont présents. En attendant, eh bien, ça nous fait extrêmement plaisir.
We'll see how the Seth match ends. We also got Book versus Watanabe, I think that is, on the other stream. Also, is this not in 1080? Oh, there we go. My fault. I had y'all watching fucking 360. I'm thinking that was just default. I see what you're saying, but as a Nina player, I have to disagree. As a Nina player, you're... As a Nina player, you're very privileged, and frankly would not miss it if your heat smash were nerfed in such a manner. I think the character would still be very strong and very viable at all levels of play, and that you would not miss it very much.
Il y a un petit peu identique des deux côtés, mais on n'a plus de ressources du côté de Ozuki. Et là, c'est dommage. Hein.
If you need to play, you gotta go to hell. That's about what I was going to say. Mine was going to be a little bit more vicious in how you worded it, but yeah.
Et c'est grâce à ce hit dash qui va
It would be funny if Miss Heat Smash just had the same animation as Asuka and F. But they should though. But like that's how I feel. Like Asuka forward 1, the little stutter fucking whoa shit she does. Let's go Saf. A little dumbass whiff animation Asuka does when she whiffs forward 1. That should be what happens when you whiff a Heat Smash. Very nice. We kick it back on over to the mainstream to watch another Jin player. Let me pull up my list and go through some of these notes I wrote down.
Yeah, let's see. Seaside Resort, stage we've seen earlier. I think a lot of people like this stage. I mean, you know, you have no stage hazards, so it's quite a balanced stage in that sense. Plenty of room to walk around as well. Both
oh, I have a take.
Quite lengthy, so if you got your wall carry down, you can make it shine on you.
Yeah,
I think I tweeted this the other day. No character in the game, under any circumstances, should have a move that regenerates heat. Heat should never be replenished for any reason whatsoever, no matter what, for any character.
The right leg of the destroyer strikes again.
It's another one of my takes while playing this game. And yes, I was fighting Law when I wrote that. Bitch ass nigga.
Oh, the resplat combo with up or two. That's so cool.
The fact that Azu gets heat back for walking the stance is so funny. It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, gotta crush to break that one.
I hate that move, by the way. Just because the animation looks so goofy.
Nice. I was sped up 3 frames, but Watanabe can still see it.
Young man reactions, he got those.
Might need some of that.
Clutch block right there. That was clutch.
Oh, I also just want there to be less gray health in the game. I get why gray health is a thing, why chip is a thing in this game. I still think there's too much gray life. Are you sure you just don't want Law Nurse? He seems like the common denominator. Nah, not really, because it's not like I have an issue with Law specifically. I mean, I hate fighting the character, but it's not like I just think Law is overpowered and broken. It's more so that just like he's able to take advantage of a lot of shit in this game that's really fucking stupid. It's not necessarily his fault. I blame the game. I don't really blame him as much. Because I kind of like Law. I hate fighting Law players because I don't think I've ever ran into a Law player who convinced me that they passed the 3rd grade on the first try. But that's another story entirely.
Nice, easy.
In the end. Extra points. Everybody loves some style points. Seeing a lot of down jump from Watanabe as well.
Doesn't want to give up his turn, yeah.
Oh, second hit connecting.
Oos. Didn't see it.
A lot of counter hits. Watanabe really trying to steal that turn, but I hope kick working.
Weren't you just complaining about the Woe hate? I don't see the correlation.
Whoa. The wall pressure after the smash.
A Law player throwing out a random down 2-3 can ruin your whole day. Nigga.
Ahead and yeah, the pressure from Book is insane. And so good at locking down Watanabe, like you said earlier.
Right. And yeah, that's exactly why Watanabe is trying to like cut off the pressure with a couple down jabs here and there. Nice.
A Law player could just ruin your day, honestly. Like, they're always on fucking Wi-Fi, man. Every time. Every time. Every fucking time.
Guaranteed all that heat to play with now. Second hit connecting. Watanabe, awful situation to be in right now.
They're all adding up. Down jab again into counter hit while standing 1, saving his life.
Yeah, walked up this time. Obviously, that pressure maybe was getting punished by Book earlier, but hey.
I also just wish there were less moves involved. Again, this also applies to Law, but Law's one is I don't have as much of an issue with as I do with some other characters. Like, I just wish there were less moves in the game that involve weapons. Like, I like Tekken when it was more about, like, throwing hands. I get it. Yoshimitsu's been a thing. He's got a sword. Okay, whatever. That's kind of always been his thing, right? But, like, we got guns and bazookas and giant swords and Clive summoning fucking mythological beasts and shit. Like, can we relax? Can we chill out? Can we just throw hands, dog? And if we're going to have moves that have weapons and have these giant fucking hitboxes, can we at least make it that the move itself is extremely linear? and it's very easy to punish on whiff, because like I just feel like that shit makes sense. It's like if the advantage is that you have a weapon, so your character has this ginormous range and this incredible reach, I just feel like the move should be very linear. I feel like the move should be very punishable. That's just me though. Like I don't know. If you're gonna have a fucking gun, and all I got is these hands, like I just feel like there should be a trade-off there.
I mean, it's such a good tool.
Yeah, and he kept mixing up his options too. Like every time he landed a heat engager, it was never the same.
But nah, let's give Anna like plus on block homing moves and shit with her bazooka, because like that sounds like fun. Which, to be honest, isn't the concept of like plus on block homing moves not insane in itself? Like let's think about that, right? Like conceptually, plus on block homing move isn't that kind of asinine in the first place?
Smaller stage.
Yeah, that's where we are.
Plus on block homing moves.
Not quite Leon, but
like
there's a river here, right? It's kind of the same.
Safe, I could get. Plus, it's kind of nuts.
Oh, right, ideal too. Did back turn throw on the parry, just out of range though. Ooh, back turn 2-2.
Now I said it as a frequent abuser of Huadong right foot forward, down forward 3, but like you could take that shit away. I use that move a fuck ton, but like whatever.
Movement to delay his timing a little bit.
Oh. One more poke. Spring kicks the low.
He still has 30 seconds. Dive kicks in. He's definitely going to try to apply as much pressure as possible. Watanabe is looking for the right moment to end the show, I think.
Yeah, Watanabe being very careful not to get clipped by a heat dash move. Expended his heat.
No, he available. 15 seconds to go. Oh, the throw again with it.
Oh, electric out of nowhere.
No enough to kill. Cyber Sword, not enough.
Also, Huo's is only +1. It really don't even matter like that. For real.
Crazy comeback from Bugbear. Nice going under. And again, beating out a parry with the Liberto the Free.
Ooh, the fake out. Back turn 1-2 fake out. I like down forward 2 usage there.
Free. New heat engager, I believe, for season.
Yeah, that's the one that replaced her power crush like. And the smash, nice. Strong.
Since high home is -5, that's how it should be. So, you know,
Giving an inch back as well.
I was under the impression that traditionally in Tekken, right?
Ooh, little whip punish.
That when you're using a homing move, you're making a read on your opponent's movement based off of the situation that you put them in, where it's like you have this situation where you might be advantageous, but they could beat an option by sidestepping, right? Because Tekken's a 3D game, and sidestepping will beat certain options, while, you know, this option is strong, but they can, you know what I mean? So instead of going for the mix-up, you make a read on their movement, and you're sacrificing giving up your turn if you're wrong, or getting the hit if you're right. But now it's like, why even think? Just do the plus on block homing move. Wow, what a fucking low parry. Or checking habit pattern. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like there was more like nuance to it, where now it's just like, just start the plus on block move, bro. Seth versus Tetsu on the other stream. Hold on. Damn it, I want to see this match too.
Keep himself alive.
That was clutch. To low parry on your plus raise. What a call out.
Big haymaker as well from Watanabe to start around, getting the most of it. Combo.
That was nasty. That was so optimized for the wall spacing. Spike unscaled.
Yeah.
Ooh, while standing 3 finds a wall splat.
That's the from Watanabe. Again, this won't be a kill sequence, but this is an awful situation.
You're going to EWC? Damn, good shit. Have fun out there, man.
Oh, again,
side by side. You know what? I could just.
Wall splatting, heat smash. He's peeling him off the side. Couldn't peel him off far enough. No,
the throw did not work out for Watanabe. Nice break.
Oh, hold on. This.
Oh, yeah, couldn't break it twice.
Still alive.
How we getting up?
All right, both sides it up 1 game apiece.
Every time.
Called it out like 3 seconds ahead of time. You blocked it.
Listen, it's like.
I could put them side by side, but honestly, it's just extra work. And by extra work, I mean a few extra clicks I don't want to do right now. Now we have mid wall splatting plus on block homing moves. Looks like a mod. Yeah. 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 That move, by the way, thank God it got nerfed. That might have been the best move in the entire game. Claudio low-key might have been top 1 last patch. Fucking, what was that, 4-4-3-2? That shit might have been the best move in the entire game.
je crois qu'on
That shit
peut
was
parler de
so
rang expéditif.
dumb.
Là, pour le coup, ouais, clairement, domination côté Belgique. Il n'y a vraiment pas de soucis là-dessus. Voilà. Il commence avec les upkicks encore et toujours. On a vu le 1-3 là, qui est sorti. Le 2-3, pardon. Par contre, c'est un peu compliqué là du côté de Tekken.
Ah oui.
Ça y est, enfin. Là, une bonne ouverture encore une fois sur upkick. Hein. Je vous ai dit, on allait avoir beaucoup un petit Shoryu.
Make some
On est bien remonté au
noise.
niveau de la barre de vie, même on a
Ah, il a
réussi à
pression.
prendre l'avantage. c'est
Well,
pas mal du tout.
that one's
On
not.
a toujours pas claqué son-
That one doesn't count because that shit was legitimately bugged. Like that was behaving in an unintended way. They designed 4-4-3-2 to be that way. It was just fucking overtuned.
Pas tout à fait. On va
That shit
voir
wasn't no
qui
bug.
va
They were
gagner
just
ou
out of
pas.
their
Le 2-2
fucking minds when
qu'il
they
n'avait
added
pas
that shit
utilisé
to the game.
jusqu'alors
Le
va
D2.
permettre à Seth de prendre cette première game.
Ouais.
Tetsu se défend bien, mais Seth offensivement, il est ultra aggro et ça paye.
That's the fucked up part. They meant to do that shit. And it wasn't until we said something about it, they were like, oh, you know what, maybe you niggas is right. Maybe that shit's a little bit too good. Our fault.
It's fine. Lord's not ever good.
You know, Lars was friends with
Which at least they nerfed it, but like the fucking audacity to do that shit in the first place.
friends with Clive.
Right in the lore. I'm trying to
Move
think
guard
how
breaks.
possible.
I think all guard breaks should be removed from the game. But you know, here comes Falconron.
Oh, Azucena wall jump.
Like if you removed all guard breaks, removed all installs,
Oh, but the drop does not
nerfed
make
all
that.
heat smashes,
No punish, a little too far.
Would have had the wall explosion and the
I
round.
think it'd be a much better game.
Oh, I think both this flash attack there, but did not work out.
Zeno jump. The throw, counter and throw broken.
The side switch is not great for Watanabe here, but nice. Sprinking some lows and wow, standing free. Oh, that was looking a little bit scary.
I like the wall standing 3 usage, the back turn jab usage, a lot of stuff that you're not used to seeing from a lot of Azucenas.
That's getting football.
Steve
there,
kinda
though,
needs
mixing up the
his-
options.
I don't think he does.
Constantly mixing the options, keeping both guessing.
Okay, Book is getting mixed now. Nice block and punish. Sidewall in play, tornado early. Nice adjustment to step into the wall.
Are we getting the wall? Not quite, but this is still the wall pressure. Still
Yeah,
there.
need is a very
No
strong
punish,
word.
It's -10 now.
Savage sword in neutral.
Oh, 4-2 guaranteed.
The link. Stays standing, goes for the throw. Nice break from Book.
I'm just waiting for that heat smash to crush it up. Very
Good
good.
punish with the smash. Very nice. Watanabe on set point with this Azucena now. We totally forgot about this character since season
Also,
1.
I've been struggling a lot against Azucena when I've been playing online lately.
It's like, especially when the
I don't know
character's
what it
on
is
one
exactly.
track,
I feel like it's a
you don't
player
have the
thing,
experience
just because I think Azucena players all play the same, in a sort of style that I struggle with. But
Yeah, survive.
I don't know, because like I think the character is okay. I don't think she's like particularly strong or anything like that.
Anyway,
But I have a hard time fighting her lately.
a little bit of a health lead here, but Watanabe still has key available. Probably looking for a late activation. Nice break of the 1+2 throw as well.
Book kind of going back to his game 1 playstyle, just staying in his face, just going for the pokes, staying real compact. Nice.
Try to punch
Mashed
parry.
up with punish. Hey.
Nice. Back to 1, the classic.
Book staying alive.
One more round, one more life.
Round, start, crouch dash 1. Oh, we're feeling some type of way.
Watanabe wearing down. I like the delay as well.
Oh. Yeah, he didn't want to punish it just because the threat of the big
Watanabe is
counter.
literally dancing on this nigga.
Wow, but that's
That's
gonna
game.
Be it.
What goes down to
Liberator 2
losers.
heat dash. With the wall.
Just in
Nicely
time for us to
done.
catch the tail end of
Watanabe.
Seth and Tetsu.
C'est bien.
Ça, c'est vraiment
Bah,
pas
en
mal.
fait, Seth veut vraiment étouffer Tetsu, c'est-à-dire dès qu'il récupère son tour avec les frames, bah, il punit. Avec le wall running de pareil, hein, on a voulu essayer d'insister un peu plus, le déloger, mais le problème c'est que Seth il réagit très bien. La défense est excellente et le commit
Yo, let's fucking
extrêmement
go,
risqué, mais qui
Seth.
paye. Seth a
Good shit,
complètement
boy.
dominé.
Beating Tetsu, that's
Ce
huge.
match-là, clairement, ça a été avantage net et safe du côté de Seth.
I feel like Tetsu's been
Bon, c'est,
underperforming a
je vais
little
pas dire
bit
c'est un
lately.
upset non plus, mais
Non,
c'est-
clairement pas.
Mais au vu du déroulé, toi tu disais tout à l'heure que t'aurais pensé que Lydia ça aurait été plus intéressant pour.
We get a patch next week. Let's see what he get.
Alors oui et non, parce que je me rends compte que
Something tells me I'm not gonna
Jin
like
peut
this
parler
patch,
énormément
man.
d'options de Lydia. Et
But
je
maybe
pense
I'm
que c'est
just being
pour ça
pessimistic.
qu'il a privilégié le match-up Claudio où c'est beaucoup plus compliqué. En fait, Claudio, quand t'as des. Jin, quand t'as des strings à 2-3 coups, etc., c'est très fréquent qu'il puisse pari et ne serait-ce que mettre son punish là, son punish 10 frames, là, son 1-4, son 2-4, pardon. C'est rien que ça déjà, ça met dans une galère pas possible.
Ouais, j'avoue. Alors attendez, je vais essayer de vous récupérer un prochain match. Oh lui, On va l'attraper s'il gagne pas.
Oi, oi, oi.
On va l'attraper
Oh,
s'il
Akil
gagne
contre
pas.
Bambino en loser.
En plus,
Hein.
en ça derrière- Oh là 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 là.
Bon, alors
les
Bambino,
matchs,
alors attends, contre qui il a perdu là? Je vais essayer de voir. Il a perdu contre Igame 2-1. Dommage, hein, Igame, joueur russe. Joueur russe qui ont enfin l'occasion de participer au tournoi.
C'est vrai que l'année dernière, c'était un peu compliqué.
Non, ils étaient pas là, hein, mais c'est que très récemment, depuis le nouveau, on va dire, format du Tekken World Tour, il y a eu une extension au niveau des zones.
C'est ça. Alors attendez, j'essaie de vous trouver des... Parce que ça n'a pas commencé, on arrive sur la fin. Donc je crois qu'on va pick celui-là.
Tetsu qui passe en loser. Hein.
Ouais, on va pick
Celle qui
celui-là
passe top
pour
64.
le dernier match avant d'entamer les prochaines poules. Donc Dombili contre le gagnant de Uzuki Nivek.
Ok.
Ça peut être intéressant
On voit
aussi.
pas Nivek qui sait, mais Ozuki, voilà, Ozuki qui a sorti Aerumi hein,
Ouais.
au début de match, donc
bonne
bonne perf.
tout à l'heure, mais il était très serré.
Oh putain!
Et ça s'est vraiment joué au dernier round.
Dommage, hein.
Et
parce que Ozuki il se donne, hein, il se donne les gars.
Il a perdu sur un drop.
Oh, arrête.
Sur un drop, tu demanderas, puis on le voyait ici, le match.
Oh, je suis
il
dégoûté.
a perdu sur un drop.
Oh,
donc je veux, quand même voir le match Dombili contre... Si je dois choisir, j'aimerais Uzuki. Bon,
bien sûr.
Nivek, ça va pas être facile non plus. Mais
Oh, we got CBM.
mais Ozuki, c'est un joueur très très solide. Et puis là, on a deux très beaux joueurs de victoire aujourd'hui.
Ouais.
On a Ozuki et puis on a...
But yeah, so we'll see if he can get more points.
Well, should get a double. If you give Hwadug a double air dash, I promise I'm never losing another match again. Oh, these Tekken players would not be fucking ready for me with an air dash, dog. Nigga, what? Nigga, what? Yo, you give me a fucking air dash, it's over for these Tekken players, man.
You could go to the tournament and the day before everyone's playing the dojos, right? So you could get dojos under your belt and get like
air dash off hunting hawk, nigga.
The tier right below that, right?
Definitely maximizing your time, right? Especially
that sounds so hilarious. I wonder if somebody could mod some goofy ass shit like that. That sounds hilarious.
Don't organize many dojos. Right. Then you kind of get into this like stalemate of okay, everyone's done
What
all
I'm
the events, and now you have to maximize the dojos,
for the rest of the round, yeah, their controls should be inverted.
As early as possible, like weave them in between.
Not just the directional inputs either, like their buttons too. Their punches should be kicks and their kicks should be punches.
Combo breakout, combo starter. So yeah, it's actually fine. No one's gonna complain at that.
For the rest of the round, they kind of hit once.
You gotta get 4 dojos too on your report card somewhere, right? Gotta get those dojos.
Oh shit.
As well, right? So, but I suppose you gotta keep in mind as well the fact that the dojos you play in other regions.
I like the way you guys think. Have you guys considered working for Bandai?
So if you're trying to get through the regional leaderboard, you still have to go do your 6 dojos.
There you go. Getting through the regional leaderboard.
So we get to it, kind of hit back for it. Should cancel their PlayStation Plus subscription.
Yeah, and you gotta take every opportunity.
What would you change about Heat? No one should ever regenerate Heat ever under any circumstances. Heat should still drain while you're doing combos. I think Heat Smashes need to be nerfed so that nobody has a Heat Smash faster than 15 frames.
That's really important, especially when the
what else would I change about Heat?
New things are changing about the game.
I mean, honestly, they've made some changes like Heat Burst and Heat Smash that I think are pretty good. Heat still feels like very crazy, but yeah. I think Heat would be a better system if it was earned instead of just given at the start of a round. You know, people have been saying that since the game came out, and I agree with it, but I just don't think that's something that'll ever happen.
Just starting off, or just only been playing in their own region.
That's true. That's a very good point. Different styles, different regions. It's always been a thing. Like we always used to say.
I think the range on Heat Burst is still too large, especially for certain characters like Brian or Asuka. Really, Asuka. Asuka's is so fucking absurd.
It is, yeah, and also player matchup.
Wait, Lane?
That nigga just uses special controls.
I mean, listen, it used to be a thing. I was using it on Lee before it got changed. Nice break.
Ooh, immediate hot kick attempt. Spring kick from CBM, down 4-4 hits.
Nice, tracking the down back 4 as well.
Nice, called it out.
CBM delaying his buttons a little bit.
It also makes install character stronger. I can see why you would say that, because then you're at a disadvantage if you're just a character without one against a character that does have one.
I can't believe they improved.
But I mean, I think he also just gives certain install characters their install, doesn't it?
Yeah, they improved that.
But I mean, I also just think most installs should be removed from the game. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's a single character in this game that should have it.
Shades of Kazumi.
I don't think any of them need it or should have it.
CBM right now making the most of every single one of those.
Yo, this season 2 wall carry.
Nicely done. Again, delaying the options from Zan. He's not doing instant timing. He is delaying it ever so slightly, keep catching lane stepping.
Yeah, let them see the whole stance, make them think about it, second guess themselves, danger it. Gotta break this. It's gonna be the
Floor blast.
Now we're going kaboom. Missing out the electric, but still a chunk of damage.
Oh my god.
That's big. Whoa! Just about.
You know what I hate,
That's
chat?
Trouble, such a big distance to hold in.
And I guess I understand it to some degree because, you know, stress, pressure, looking out for other things, mental stack, whatever. When I'm watching tournaments, I swear I can see the throws. Like, I can tell when something's a 1 break, a 2 break, or a 1+2. At least half the time. I'm not, like, great at it, right? When I'm in a match, I still struggle so much with breaking throws, no matter how much I practice. And granted, I just haven't been practicing hard enough. Like, I just haven't done enough drills. But, like, I can see it a lot clearer when I'm just watching someone else play versus when I'm the one playing. Even though, like, my eyes are in the same spot, regardless.
But gets hit out of it. Big step. There we go.
Have you used the throw break website at all? There's a throw break website? No, I'm just not familiar.
New heat extension from 442.
Spending here already, but CBM still has so much great health, and he available. Oh no!
Risk with his back against the wall.
A massive risk, and CBM making the most of it right now. He activated as well.
Oh, he's so lucky the 4 didn't splat.
Let's break.
Big call out on the second hit. That hop kick really costed him that momentum in that round. He was in a really good spot too, but the wall positioning got switched up. Went for a hop kick to try to fight out of the corner and got himself wall splatted.
Yeah, I mean, we always talk about, like, you know, being aware of your positioning and where you are on the stage, because certain moves become a lot more risky where you're near a wall, right?
He made that -12 punish a launcher, basically, with the wall splat. Yeah.
Exactly. But in the same way, it also works in reverse. Certain moves, like, I don't know, maybe some of the, like, Eddie float punishes.
Yeah.
You might want to do that near a wall, because they're going to do a flow and just do nothing with it.
Or if they block a hell sweep with a sidewall in play, they launch and the sidewall hits, and they get nothing. That definitely is a play, too. Positional, situational advantage and awareness is like a big thing in Tekken.
Absolutely. But recognizing in the moment
Called throw break 420. It's Kings 1, 2, and 1+2 gamified.
Help! Help!
I don't think I've ever heard of it before.
Man. So scary, especially after the Zen 1+2, being able to go into the crouch dash transition afterward, get under the jab.
Nice, using that strong arrow tail spin. Backing down, a little bit of damage. Back getting this by the running move.
Unskill? No, we're going for the burst route.
Again, delaying his options a little bit. No punish on the low, but still has he activated.
Oh, no follow-up there on the 2. Backdashing away, CBM gets a floater. Activate with burst to the wall.
I think I did see this on Twitter at some point.
Nice movement as well.
You know what? I might start using that
Oh, what a trade.
and just train with it more. 'Cause I'm gonna be honest. No one likes doing their drills, right, for the most part. But what's more like annoying, or I guess tiresome, or like bothersome than like doing the drill is actually setting up the drill for like throw break training. That's the problem. It's like, I don't really feel like doing this shit right now, man. Which I know is supreme laziness, but using the FDX drill, I was doing the one I believe K was taught me, where I was using Paul.
Splat action into a full combo as well. I love the low peel off.
Yeah, that has been such a big thing lately.
The Jin down 2 reaction shit, I don't know, man. Like, it don't feel the same at all as actually playing the game. But maybe it's because like you're just looking out for that one thing and you're not really thinking about anything else. Like, I can pretty consistently block Jin down 2 on that website, but it's not the same as doing it in an actual match like at all. And I guess you could say the same thing for these throws. Maybe it's still worth doing anyway.
He already needs to do something here. Needs to
flip over. It wasn't counter, so it's not going to all combo. What a parry.
What a parry.
Trying to burst CBM. Again, great health available.
Nice, great choice there. Lane staying alive. Going under the highs.
CBM still on set point, but still, this is still a scary situation for Lane to be in.
Yeah, and that's why CBM's going for that high so much, because Elisa's movement is crazy. Her side step is huge, but it is a high, so that's like the counterplay. Like, I can try to high crush you.
Slow flip over.
Oh, big block. Could have been huge.
Not a very good punish,
Now
though.
so much damage. Back for 4. CBM so ready for it.
Damn.
Unfortunate there. He thought he got the
Could have been a
one
very
punch
different
time.
outcome if he'd punished that better.
Aim for it.
I know that
CBM
feeling.
closes it out 2-0
Well done,
over
CBM.
Lane. Lane definitely had his moments, though. Just a little unfortunate on a couple decisions.
Yeah, super unfortunate. But, you know, it is what it is. He's going to kick himself for that a little bit. But it's not over. He's still in losers. The run is still alive.
You gotta live and die by the read sometimes.
Let's see.
right?
How
It's like,
oh, K-Wiz made it to top 64. He did end up winning his losers matches, but they were all 2-1.
Just that one final read.
He's been dropping games everywhere. 2-1 against all 3 of his losers opponents, but he made it to top 64.
The big one as well is a lot of people play really passively, right? So maybe
This is also only a 2-day event, so they're probably going all the way through top 64. They're probably going up to at least top 16 today, huh?
Yeah, why not?
Passiveness, what are you going to learn from that? Press a button?
No, that's true. Sometimes, you know, you gotta be the large player and throw out that lightning screw with 2% left. You know,
Oh.
it might hit. It might hit.
Put all your soul.
Can I find the schedule?
Listen,
Yeah,
I've been hit by that before. Surely we're not going to lightning screw now, right?
Yeah, they're not gonna. Oh man.
Yeah, okay, so they're going all the way up to top 16.
Worst one's like round start. It's like, who does round start lightning screw?
See, I've never been.
So, I might,
lightning screw, but that's a different breed of player right there.
Listen, EU ranked is something you have to experience at least once in your life.
I don't know.
That's great. I mean,
I really wish I didn't despise Flo. Okay, this is a cool dude. You hang out in my stream.
Yeah, at that point, you know what? I'm just backdashing every round after that.
I'll never swing again a round star.
Don't be like those folk on Twitter and in the YouTube comments. Don't let his choice in character cloud your judgment of the guy. Listen, man, I don't think anybody on the face of the fucking planet hated Z Broly more than I did in Dragon Ball FighterZ. I don't think there was a soul walking this earth who ever despised Z Broly more than me. But I'd be damned if I didn't root for the kill stage with all my heart at every event he was at, boy.
We're going to press round 3.
You think so? Oh, okay.
A lot of people, because they get so like, oh my god, I'm down 2 rounds, I gotta do something. I gotta seize the advantage. I gotta steal the momentum. And it's like, okay, cool.
Okay,
Nice.
I'm gonna try to keep an eye on that. Is it 2 perfects though for the first
Planted,
time?
he's above me, bro.
Beat him up pretty
Beat
bad.
them up like greats, right? Like where they're like, oh, I almost had it, and they just lost it because they will try to get back in the game. People have a very big tendency of doing that.
Damn.
It's not everyone. Some people will still remain calm and will keep it things. They will keep it, you know, peaceful.
Everybody has a I can't take it anymore meter.
Yes,
you know,
yeah,
it's just
you
like
gotta find a, you gotta really break a person, which sounds really vicious, but fighting games are like that. Ultimately, you're trying to dominate someone mentally.
psychological warfare, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get into your mind.
Yeah, I'm trying to get into your
keep you
mind.
out of my mind, Charles.
Trying to run up.
How you feel about Z Broly's how I felt about Kid Buu?
Right?
Oh, we've seen it, man. Like all kinds of stuff.
I have to root for K-Wiz. The only Azu player that travels now is Watanabe. Kaiser don't travel.
Yeah,
Legend here.
Speaking of fun, Tekken Master on stream.
The
had a
whole players
really
got
good
style
showing
low
last year
key.
and
Yeah,
Master got second, lost to Kokoma in finals.
Yeah, super strong player.
It just kind of came out. You know, he's normally a more
Not a fan of Eddie Skunk.
Still there, and evidently, it's
You know,
true.
Yeah, Tekken.
I get like
That's not to say it.
Eddie's one of them characters, also Tekken Master. So I don't know if you said it because Tekken Master, but you know he plays Eddie.
Maybe
Um,
yeah, I think he's been rocking that.
Whenever I see Eddie, like I roll my eyes, I let out a deep sigh. I'm preparing myself for the absolute worst.
He done really
Like,
well too at Evil Japan.
I really
last year.
don't like fighting
Also
Eddie,
a really strong player.
but I be fucking washing Eddie players. So I don't know why I feel that way.
Interesting. Are we seeing the cards? I mean, luckily, I know he's luckily it's not versus Hwarang, because I know Tekken Master's been very upset with Hwarang recently. I saw that.
I love his tweets, man. I love his tweets.
He's something else in 8.
But yeah, so
He
we'll get
is,
a little
and
bit.
I
We haven't
know
seen
that,
Hwarang today,
and I
yeah.
guess that's why I feel the way that I feel. But like,
I think I might have seen.
I be whooping Eddie players. Eddie is my highest win rate if you count like all my games, like all my characters. Like,
I feel like
technically it's Anna, but I haven't played against her that much. It's like 12-5, but like I have a 70% win rate against
Really
Eddie.
good changes from season 1 till now.
Yeah, absolutely. Still very much a scary character. Especially
Wow. Don't test me. Don't test me. High balloons.
It's because Eddie players in 8 and Eddie players in 7 are 2 different people. That's why you win. So I have a theory about my best matchups,
He could go
right?
wall to wall and beat
So my highest matchups are Eddie,
downstairs,
Lars,
same kind of experience, really.
Yeah, he
Reina's up there, and Huadong. Okay, those are some of my highest matchups.
Mixing things
And
up.
dang the 4-2.
there's a small portion when it comes to like Reina and Huo. I play the characters, so I know them a little bit better than some other characters, right? That's a small part of it. But I think the actual biggest reason why Lars, Eddie, Reina, Huo, those are some of my best and like highest percentage matchups is because the people who play those characters fucking suck really fucking bad at the game. I don't think it's like I just am like particularly great against those characters or anything like that. I think the niggas who play those characters are just ass more often than not.
Again, dancing on him.
Oh, no punish.
Now, I'm so glad that I said this so that the next time I sit down and play the game, I get fucking curb stomped by a Lars or Eddie player. That's how it goes, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen. But generally speaking, like when I fight a Lars player, I almost always think to myself, damn, this nigga sucks. But I think Lars is so broken. That's the crazy part. I'm like, this character is so ridiculous. And then I fight one, I'm like, oh, well.
All round. Woo! Tao Pai Pai.
Definitely a strong start. Oh,
low out of here. Are we taking the floor? Oh, yes, we are.
It makes sense though when you think about it. Is this a way of saying that they're carried? Is that what it is? Because like I think Lars is crazy powerful, but like I fight Lars players, I'm like, this nigga has no clue what he's doing. You're taking a character that plays less effort? Yeah, well. Yeah, the same thing goes for Eddie. Like I fight Eddie players, I'm just like, okay, this guy doesn't really. He's been winning because he plays Eddie, not necessarily because he knows how to play Tekken. You ain't hear it from me. I don't like genuinely calling niggas carry, but there's certain players who I fight, like certain characters. I'm like, oh, okay, I see how you got to this rank, and it wasn't by being better than most of your opponents.
Just making us watch more cutscenes for no reason. The coach literally running onto the stage. That was some urgency.
He like hurdle. He did the hurdle over the stage.
Almost parkour, I guess.
Give that Captain America side. I'm just like, oh, okay. Hey man, they doing something right. I want to be carried too. I mean, depending on who you ask, I am carried, but I'm not carried hard enough. So out here fighting you mongrels.
That's an OSHA violation.
If he's a lawman, he would have done it.
Shout out my boy that plays Eddie and Lars. I don't know your boy, but I got some news about your boy.
The pole flip, right? Oh, face. Could be dangerous.
No, that's me. I'm not
I feel like I can make a couple of assumptions about that nigga.
Let's see, smaller stage. Again, that octagon. Let's see what we can do here. Again, pressing into the goal.
I just got a feeling about that guy. Just a hunch. Just an idea, if you will. This nigga Tekken Master plays Eddie and Clive. I'm gonna, ooh, the nerve. Tekken Master playing Clive. I'm gonna, ooh, why I oughta. I played Eddie day when I got an Emperor. I went on like a 40-game win streak or some shit with Eddie when that nigga came out. I'm just like, okay, ass. See what this character's about. Mind you, he was the first DLC character, right? So like, I'm not good at Tekken, and I definitely wasn't good at Tekken 8. I'm better at Tekken 8 than I was at 7 now, but like, I was curb stomping niggas. I'm like, I'm not that good at Tekken, so I know something. Without knowing combos and shit, just flow trying to get. I got the Fujin. I think I got Eddie to the same rank as my Huo the day he came out. So like,
dominating right now.
Yeah, Tao Pai Pai, other than that one round, hasn't really been able to get anything started. Just trying to find a way in. How do I hit him?
I remember in Tekken 7, I did the same thing when Noctis came out. I was like, huh, this character seems extremely easy and pretty good.
Yeah, fishing for some homing moves, and again using that deep dive, but just
I was only in the yellow ranks back then though, so it wasn't like super crazy. I might have been like Vindicator or Usurper or something like that. But like I said, I wasn't good at all in 7. So like Noctis coming out and just meet, like it took me a long time to get up that high. You know what I'm saying? Like I was learning Tekken like for real for the first time with 7. And Noctis came out and I was like, huh. Character just kind of feels like everything works.
nice using the heat string. 10 seconds to go. Gotta get something big in here.
Again, try to challenge in between the second and third hit. A 10 string, he did up to the third hit.
I think his name was Tao Pai Pai, by the way.
I would have gone ahead.
Right, we got Raw F versus Mogan over here on the other stream. Let's go ahead and pull that up.
If you can recognize the 10 string, almost
Allez, le petit powerbomb.
Ouah,
Eddie
le
bot.
launcher Thomas Pesquet.
Yeah, no, didn't Eddie bot get up to like
qui a
the
bien
orange
tapé,
ranks?
la punition est pas là en plus de ça pour la
Just mashing
déchoppable.
three.
Heureusement ça déchoppe derrière F, il a encore de quoi revenir, il duck bien mais les punitions ne sont pas toujours là. La pression est de son côté mais il a la rage, à tout moment ça peut péter mais on conteste bien avec l'armor, Mogen est en train de le faire.
Ah, le side était bon là sur 1-2 juste après. Ah, c'est en train de revenir
Pas de
du
wall
derrière, du
splat.
côté de Raif, il a craqué. Est-ce qu'il a tapé?
Craquage.
Je sais pas. Il a
Ah,
pas tapé.
craquage.
Craquage, up kick, on termine. Ça revient de
Ah,
partout.
dommage.
C'est dommage.
Ça s'est joué sur un side step qui n'a pas été confirmé finalement.
Ah ouais, c'est dommage, en vrai de vrai, ouais.
Très dommage. Raif qui est quand même solide mentalement, là très belle défense hein, parce qu'il a été vraiment acculé,
C'est ça.
mis au mur. Et on est sur un final round, très belle rencontre pour l'instant.
Ouais, exactement. Tu as remarqué peut-être que Raif, il a mis la rage jar juste pour avoir le temps de boire un coup.
Yeah, according to Waivu,
écoutez,
right? Waivu Wank or Wank Waivu, what, the Waivu wiki shit.
Ah oui d'accord, ça fait des,
My
ça fait
two
des
best
bons jeux, là.
matchups are Eddie and Lars.
Oh, attention,
I
ça
hate
peut être
both
puni,
those-
ouais, on
I
a tenté
hate
l'électrique
fighting
en
both those
finish.
characters.
On reprend l'avantage pour Raif, il devient
But like,
très
I should
dominant,
be
on peut
happy. I should get
laisser
excited
s'écouler
every time I see the
cette barre de
Knicks,
8,
because I should think to
empêcher
myself, oh, I'm about to win
le
this
hit
one.
smash qui sera quand même déclaré, on n'hésite pas à contester même après, on se baisse.
Apparently,
Décidément, Raif
Lily
prend d'excellentes décisions.
The top
Est-ce
5
qu'il va
matchup.
pouvoir le faire? Le
Lily
side
and
step,
Nina,
oui.
which is
Le
crazy.
side
'cause I
step va
feel
finir le
like-
travail, 1-0 pour Raif.
I feel like those
Après
matchups are
un
fucking
début de
hell. I
game
feel like the
très
Lily
compliqué.
and Nina matchups for whole is so much in their
Avec le nombre
favor.
de, surtout ce round avec le nombre de pocs qu'il a mangé là, qui a fait moitié de barre, qui était assez horrible. Let's go, 1-0 pour...
Et Dogen qui est en train de touiller le stick. Peut-être un petit truc à gérer.
Just,
Petit coaching, hein, je crois. Ouais.
hello to,
Voilà, petite
everybody,
réparation. C'est l'interlude bricolage hein, de ce stream.
Bricolage.
Mais bah, t'es obligé en vrai avec ce genre
Il a
de
raison, il a
machine.
raison.
Suffit que t'as
Final
une
Fantasy
petite
16 Cloud was
résistance,
cool.
qui va
Tekken
pas, qui
Cloud was
lâche
a
un
war
petit peu,
criminal. Yeah, I
un
give
petit
you that.
bouton qui est moins réactif, etc.
My best matchup is against
C'est chaud.
Dragunov, surprisingly. I don't mind
Et
fighting
ça peut
Drag.
faire
He's not one of my
complètement la
best
différence.
ones, but
People
I
who don't speak French,
actually
just
lose
welcome
him
to
more
the
than I
stream,
win.
guys.
But like, he's not a matchup that like I
I
really
see,
mind too much.
you, supporting,
Apparently, I
Raif
only won
and
like 47% of my
other,
games
players.
against him, but
Welcome to the stream.
I don't know. I feel like when I fight Dragunov, it don't be that.
Welcome, folks. Since
I didn't
most
think
of
it
our
was that
people
bad. I
watching
thought
here
it'd
are
at least be
French, we're
even.
gonna cast most of it in French, but you're gonna see the rest of it in top 64.
Yeah.
I think it's in the Tekken channel, like the
My worst
official
matchup is
Tekken
Panda,
Twitch
followed by
channel, okay.
Zafina.
But for now, we
Zafina's is
still
one of
have
the ones I just
French
I just
players
don't
on the
get it,
run.
man.
One is gonna play very soon, Ozuki versus Dombili,
Yep.
which is next match.
Next
But
match.
first, Raif took the first game versus Mogen, really close. Maybe we're gonna swap to French. Mogen maybe is going for a comeback here.
Yep.
Ok.
Probably
Alors,
because they always leave after one
retour en
game.
direct,
That
mesdames
does
et
happen
messieurs.
a lot.
Avec un Mogen qui va
Zafina
peut-être.
is one of like my least
On
played
va voir s'il arrive à
matchups.
se ressaisir, hein, parce que
Panda's
franchement,
probably
il
my
avait
least
l'opportunité,
played
il avait
matchup.
l'apport
Ouais.
pour faire le taf, mais
Il y a de plus en plus de duck de Raif, je vois ça depuis tout à
ah
l'heure.
ouais, ça fait que duck. Il fait pas d'up kick aussi, Mogen. Il en a pas
C'est
fait un
vrai,
depuis le début.
C'est vrai ça.
Et
c'est
là,
vrai.
il faut l'utiliser ce coup. Hein. Ça devient très très important. Oh, les
Yeah, like
side
you can
steps de
never
Raif,
get
pareil.
any actual experience against Zafina either because they always leave. You never
Il y
see
a
the
deux choses
character,
qui
and then
vont
when
pas.
you do, they leave
Pas
after one
d'oming au bon
game.
moment et
And
pas
I
de pick
think
au bon
I'm not
moment.
gonna lie. I think a big
Et là,
reason
ça
for
commence à
that
faire
is
très mal. Et quand
because
il sait pas le cas et qu'il essaye autre
they
chose,
know.
il se prend des paris.
they
Oh là là,
know
il a
that a
failli
lot of
prendre
their
un
wins
double
are coming
pari.
from people being
Ah, il s'est
unfamiliar
toqué
with the
sur le
character, and the
power
less
crush, très bien
runbacks
joué.
they give the people, the less
Oh
people
là
will
là,
run the
Raif qui est en train
matchup
de mettre
and get familiar
une
with
drill
it.
monumentale. Et
It's
fait
like
où il
more
fait
they'll win.
Mogen.
I think
Il
they
a
know,
mis
bro.
tellement de pression qu'il attendait justement le moment où Mogen allait vouloir se réexprimer. Excellente punition, mais attention, le retour de King, ça va très vite. Mais wow,
Side step again.
j'ai l'impression qu'il joue Lily, c'est une dinguerie.
Tu te reconnais dans son style.
Ah, j'adore. Excellent step, mais voyez, ça peut arriver avec un peu tous les persos finalement. Hein. Un step placé au bon
And,
moment
you
avec
never
des
see
coups qui vont
Zafina,
nettement avancer
Panda,
l'adversaire.
Kuma.
Tu te retrouves de dos.
Ouais, bien
Et
Another
Raif,
matchup
voilà,
I don't
The Floor
see
is
very
là-bas,
much
c'est
is
annulé
like
comme ça. Il le prend pas,
Shaheen.
l'armor. On peut taper dedans avec les
Even
pouces,
though
c'est bien.
and the fucked up part is like
Mogen, il va
Shaheen is
falloir
like
revenir, mais les
legitimately
shots sont
very
déchopés
strong,
aussi
but you
pour
never
Raif,
see
il est
him.
dans
At
une
least I
très
don't
grande
see him
forme.
very
Ah,
much.
la vache là pour le coup c'est plus du côté de Mogen qu'on n'arrive pas à s'installer. Il y a balle de match alors comme je le disais.
Wow, il a retenté, mais regarde, on est sous
Claudio, I feel
pression,
like I
Mogen,
also
il
don't
arrive
see this.
plus.
Claudio's the same as Shaheen, where like see him more than like the Bears and Zafina, but like still not very much, and he's also really fucking good.
C'était un peu compliqué là au niveau de comment dire de la barre de vie et même du pressing hein, globalement.
Oh, ouais.
Il se faisait marteler le pauvre Mogen là pour le
Allez,
moment.
c'est dur, c'est
On essaie
dur.
de
Right
trouver
back.
les
I'm going to the
températures,
bathroom and
malheureusement, ça
also
passe pas. On est à
refill
20
my
secondes de la fin,
water.
les shops en plus de ça sont déchopés. Il n'y a pas de hit system utilisé pour le moment. Il joue vraiment
Oh non,
sans
la chope en
vraiment
deux.
jouer là en neutral game. On n'a pas l'opportunité de pouvoir faire des choses
Aïe,
qui soient
aïe,
vraiment
aïe.
intéressantes. À 9 secondes
9
de la fin, je
secondes.
ne vois pas revenir. Ça
Je-
va être compliqué. Il
va être
reste une-
compliqué.
Attends,
Oh, c'est bien.
Est-ce que j'ai cursé?
Oh,
Est-ce que j'ai menti?
Oh, le low
La
crush
relevée
qui va
4 ici.
passer. Ça suffit pas. Une seconde, recule. Recule, cours pour ta vie. Et Mogun qui va sauver in extremis la première balle de match de Ref. Il est encore en vie.
Ah mon gars, c'est une dinguerie. Il arrive quand même à s'en sortir, mais C'est vraiment sur des petites touches, des petits détails, tout mignon, tout
Oh,
beau.
John Swing qui passe encore.
C'est la seule shop qui passe vraiment. Hein. Il y a eu un powerbomb en fin de combo, certes, mais sinon, majoritairement, il n'y a pas de shop qui passe.
Encore Blue Spark cette fois.
Zouar.
Allez, on l'envoie balader. Oh, le Dean qui fait des tours de piste hein, depuis tout à l'heure. Maintenant, il va falloir continuer. Heureusement que le trade est passé pour Mogan. Hein.
D'accord, ok.
Est-ce qu'on va le déclencher là?
Il les voit.
Oh non, encore des shops qui passent pas. Vous voyez, à tout niveau, les shops, ça arrive. Et voilà, c'est fini. Le DF4 termine le travail. Raif qui s'impose. Alors, dans la douleur, certes, mais avec une très bonne adaptation sur les options défensives, les paris, les side steps.
Ouais.
Il était lock-in et il a empêché Mogan d'attaquer tout le long. Il n'y a que des shops qui auraient pu sauver véritablement
sauf que les ducks,
Mogan, sauf que les ducks étaient là. Voilà.
Les ducks étaient là beaucoup trop souvent. Et malheureusement, bah, on l'a vu, hein, Hogan, à partir du moment où il pouvait plus choper, il reculait beaucoup. C'était comme s'il était paralysé.
Tout à fait.
On le voyait plus vraiment dans le jeu en fait. Il ne faisait que subir Raef qui pressait.
Ouais.
À base de ça finissait sur les 50% de barre de vie enlevée en, je dis une connerie, 7 secondes top chrono.
Tout à fait.
Et bah ouais, c'était compliqué.
Morale de cette histoire, les kings ne savent toujours pas des shops. La théorie est confirmée ce soir.
C'est vrai qu'il y avait ça. Hein,
là, empiriquement, là c'est chaud quand même. Shop en 2, 1+2, il y a juste la shop en 1 qu'il a pas pris, je crois, mais c'est juste parce que Raif l'a pas faite.
C'est vrai que j'avais oublié.
Sinon, on a sorti tout le répertoire.
Oui, c'est vrai. Bon, je regarde si au niveau de la string queue elle a été mise à
Allez,
jour.
normalement, on a notre champion du jour.
Let's go, guys. Allez, Dombili contre Ozuki, on y est. J'ai regardé un petit peu les prochains matchs juste après, comme ça on est
Ouais, voir si tu peux réserver un autre petit.
On réserve un petit match.
Une petite
après.
sucrerie pour après.
Alors on va regarder en poule D2. Merci, hein, j'en profite. Hein, Samo sur le chat qui nous met des mises à jour. Tu veux celui-là
Sinon il y a Stroke et Nien Trench, un des deux quoi. Mais ah bah non, ça c'est déjà pris, donc on prend un Tekken Master. Bah ouais, tant qu'à faire.
J'espère qu'ils nous le piqueront pas.
Non, tranquille. Il y a R. Ah ouais, Aka qui est présent. Hein. Ouais. Il avait fait top 2 à l'UFA hein, en France.
Ouais, c'est ça. Attends, parce que là on est en train de le prendre comme s'il allait être joué, donc je peux pas.
Ah.
Ouais, donc je vais remove. Attends.
Tu peux mettre en attente, comment tu peux débrouiller?
Ouais, c'est ce que j'allais voir en fait. Si je peux mettre en attente, mais je suis pas sûr.
Bah après c'est clair, le match et le temps qu'ils jouent, juste ils attendent devant le setup quoi. Mais
ouais, mais en fait pour les TO ça va compter comme s'il était en train d'être joué.
Ok. À voir.
Tu peux toi mettre en attente celui-là pour notre prochain match après celui qui est en train de jouer ou pas?
Je peux pas le mettre en attente. Il est déjà sur mon stream,
non? Non, justement, en fait, j'ai cliqué dessus.
Là, on a Ozuki contre Tekken. Ne lancez pas tout de suite. Ne lancez pas tout de suite. Attendez un petit peu, je vous donne le signal.
Jouer en ce moment.
C'est pas grave.
Je le laisse?
Ouais, laisse.
Ok, ça marche. Donc, on vous réserve après, si tout se passe bien, Aka contre donc le joueur philippin, hein, je rappelle, contre Tekken Master.
Moi, à la limite, ce match-là, moi, ça m'intéresse pas. Moi, là, ce qui m'intéresse, c'est maintenant. Là.
Ça, c'est vrai.
Ah, c'est maintenant. Moi, Ozuki, c'est quelqu'un que je respecte énormément. Il le sait, il est devant moi. Et de toute façon, il le sait.
Regarde, il en rigole.
Mais oui, mais bien sûr. Mais bien sûr, on en rigole.
Bon, allez, là, on se motive.
Mais bien sûr. Mais non. Il est motivé, il a un bon mental, il a une bonne connaissance du jeu. Tu peux avoir Dombili, tu peux avoir le dernier clampin de la street. Il va jouer pareil, il va jouer son jeu. Dombili versus Ozuki. C'est dur de se positionner forcément parce que Dombili, voilà.
On le
mais
connaît
moi,
aussi. Non, moi, ça va
à titre purement personnel,
voilà, c'est plus ça.
Moi,
après, c'est que le meilleur
je me range pour Ozuki.
Il y a aucun problème.
The
Alors,
mainstream went
Daniel
down. What
Mado,
happened?
Edge et Exodia peuvent se qualifier en top 64 s'ils gagnent leur
What's
prochain
back?
match.
Okay.
Sans grande surprise au vu des noms que tu as cités, mais merci pour
c'est
l'info.
dingue, on a vraiment notre reporter Start GG
Il fait beaucoup
sur
de
place.
shop là-dessus, ouais. Il a fait aussi sur le Galaxy, enfin non, sur le Galaxy il était là, mais sur le Bruxelles aussi.
Ouais.
Pardon. Quand
Voilà,
on était
du coup, on peut y aller. Hein. Vous pouvez commencer à sélectionner vos
Also,
personnages
chat, we've
si vous
been,
voulez.
you know,
You can go,
talking
guys.
about fitness here and there since I've gotten
là, on
more
rentre
into
dans la
that kind of
ça
thing,
s'excite là-bas.
right? And
Ah bah là, ça va s'exciter de partout. Il va falloir commencer à hausser la voix. Hein.
Ouais, là
I'm not gonna
on commence
lie.
à rentrer dans les matchs.
For me,
matchs-
I understand it's not going to be
grosse
the case for everybody, right?
Exactement.
D qui sont les
But for me,
les derniers représentants.
Cutting a lot of
Ouais, les noms,
the
les noms.
Je crois que
junk
Brian Thwax, il a
out of
gagné.
my
J'ai cru voir
diet
Brian Thwax
Ah
se
ouais?
lever.
and
Ou alors,
staying
si
under a
c'est
certain
pas,
calorie
il est
limit
dans le coin là-bas, je sais pas si
and
c'est
also
lui qui
just
se
getting
levait
some
de ce
regular
match,
exercise has
ou
been
s'il regardait un autre
so
match.
easy.
Ah oui,
Attendez.
alors attends, parce que Dombili, ça va être un peu
It's
chiant.
one of the things where it's like, why did it take me
Okay.
so long to
D'accord,
do
ok.
this? And also, it's just like,
Ok, ça marche.
what was I doing before? You know what I mean? I never really looked particularly out of shape or like I was getting like really fat, I guess. You know, I caught it
Voilà.
before it got too out of control. But losing weight has been such a
J'espère qu'ils sont là les MG13, hein. Que ce soit derrière Ozuki ou derrière leur
rewarding
écran
experience, but
en
also
stream.
just like it's been going so smoothly for me. It's like, damn, like how out of
Il
control
le sait.
was my eating to where I
Et
put
le
on
pire,
so
c'est que
much weight
c'est
in the first
c'est un match
place.
loser, quoi. C'est-à-dire que Don Billy s'est fait sortir assez tôt. Donc bon,
I told you guys before.
à tout moment.
I was about,
I
I think the heaviest I saw, and I might have been even heavier than this at some point, to be honest, because I wasn't like weighing myself regularly
Mais c'était Tekken 8,
for like
c'est
the
jouable,
first
les gars. Il y a
couple weeks or few weeks, whatever,
tant
me
qu'il se
like
donne au
getting
jeu.
back into the
Et
gym.
là, Ozuki, il est
But,
dans ce cas-là. Je connais le
The
scénario.
heaviest I saw on the scales, I was like
Je
232.
l'ai déjà vécu. Daniel
Like
Bateau,
232
qui se
pounds.
Ah oui, mais oui.
Now I'm
Le meilleur
6'3",
moment pour casser. Mais
so
d'abord,
it's not
on
like
se concentre,
particularly
messieurs, vous pouvez y aller.
like fat or obese
Bon match à
or
vous.
anything like that.
Don Billy
And the
Maymoun
weight
contre
sat on me
Ozuki, c'est
relatively
parti.
well.
Oh,
But I was
c'est
starting to
fou,
get to a
parce
point
que
where I was
quand
like, I
tu
felt
arrives
like
dans
my
ce genre de
face was
tournoi, tu
getting
sais pas
fatter.
qui va jouer contre qui.
So like I
T'as
was starting to see a
tout
little
plein de
bit
joueurs
of the
français,
gut,
t'as pas le temps de
you know,
regarder
look
les
a little
braquettes.
flabby, and I
T'as
was
tous
like,
les résultats qui veulent tomber. Et là, qu'est-ce que je
don't
suis
like
content
that.
de voir
We
ces
won't
deux
get
joueurs
that in shape.
s'affronter. Ozuki, ça fait un moment qu'on travaille
And
ensemble sur l'arbre de compétences, sur le gameplay.
so you know,
On
like back in
partage
April when I
énormément
decided I was going to get
d'informations. C'est un
serious about
fou
this
du
all,
lab.
and you know, I've been on
Et
track
il a
with that ever
sa
since.
chance à prendre aujourd'hui.
You know, I you know, started doing my research. I'm hitting the gym, I'm trying to eat a little bit better, and started taking it all serious. And you know, trying to figure out, okay, like how many calories should I like stay under? What do I need to be eating? Like how do I do this? And basically, like the plan that I ended up
On tâte un petit peu le terrain, attention au side step de
like
Don Billy, mais
getting
le counter
basically said like, yeah, if you do this, this, and this,
Allez,
you
le
should be
combo
able to
devrait
hit
aller
your
jusqu'au
goal
le wall carré de
by
Victor,
like
c'est littéralement
December,
une dinguerie.
right? And so I wanted to go
Le
from
perso, il fait
232
Paris-New York.
pounds
Allez, on
to
continue.
basically
Attention à
200.
l'évasivité néanmoins de Don Billy qui peut revenir très vite.
And
Il va
right now I
falloir
weigh
faire gaffe parce que
215.
Suzuki, il a un wall juste
So I've
derrière lui.
lost like 17 pounds
Oh là
since
là,
April.
wow, chef. Tu vas où?
La 3D, c'est Victor la 3D.
And it's just like
Allez, c'est bien ce qu'il propose, un
just
deuxième
way,
lot,
like,
le
way
stop
ahead
qui
of
va pas
schedule,
passer.
right?
Ouais, il est aware. Hein.
Ok, très très bon.
Il est aware, Don Billy, dommage
Ouais,
pour
ouais.
Ozuki. Hein. Et le hit qui n'a pas été déclenché de la part des deux joueurs.
Ouais,
I don't know. It's just
Very
like
magnifique. Après ce premier round Tekken 7, Don Billy
My-
remporte le premier round.
my
Avec
calorie
Ozuki qui
limit
n'hésite pas à attaquer et ça me fait
for
du bien.
my
Ça fait plaisir.
height weight is like
faut-
2,500 a day.
Vraiment Don Billy qui a
If
le
I'm under
niveau
2,500 every
avec
day, I should be
Ozuki,
losing weight,
que Ozuki
and I've been
soit
doing
pas
that, and I am losing weight. On top of the fact that I exercise regularly.
Un peu plus, surtout quand tu voyais la barre de vie qui avait fondu quand même du côté de
But
Don Billy au
like
global.
staying
Attention
under
au side step.
2,500 is
Attention,
so
là, ça
like
va être
not
vraiment
an
un des
issue for
enjeux clés
me.
de cette game. Hein. La gestion
Like
des
it's-
side steps, parce que là pour l'instant Don Billy les gère très bien. On a aussi
Like
le
if I
back
eat
game pro hein, qui peut
2,500 a
servir
day,
et
like
un
I'm
deuxième
usually
side step va
satisfied.
permettre
You know
va
what I mean?
permettre à
Like
Don
I
Billy Maymoun de
could I
récupérer
eat
son hit.
more? Like yeah.
Il va falloir
Am I
être
like
un petit peu
hungry?
patient sur
No.
les timings pour pas
I've
se
had
faire
so many
stepper
days
parce
where
que
like I'm
Don
under
Billy, à
2,000. I'm
n'importe
like,
quel
yes,
step
it's
peut te
fine.
Ouais, exactement.
And it just makes me question like,
Approche très bien.
like what the fuck was I doing before? Like I guess it's just like when you're a teenager, right?
Bon, bah, on prend, hein, tu vas
Ouais,
me dire.
on
You just
fait
kind of eat
encore
as
les
much
lots,
as you want.
Faut continuer
whenever
à
you
forcer
want.
Ozuki qui égalise.
You
Let's
don't really
go.
gotta worry about it. You know, I always knew like, you know, one day that shit gonna catch up to you. Like you gonna have to slow it down, whatever. And it's like, you know, come home from school, eat 4 hamburgers, fat ass family size bag of potato chips, go to sleep, wake up, you know what I'm saying, have dinner, eat ice cream. Well, not really. Actually, I'm not a big ice cream guy, but you know, having whatever fucking,
Il va alterner
I
un
don't
peu
know,
malheureusement.
junk
Il va prendre
food
ce
or
launcher,
fast
hein, le
food
down
and shit.
2-2, c'est un coup un peu bizarre. Il va se le prendre, mais il est encore
kind
bien
of
dans les
crazy
gars.
just how much watching
Attention
what
à
you
comment
eat,
Don
how
Billy va
much you use,
utiliser
like
son hit à tout
2% weight
moment.
loss.
Il y a
Yeah,
un
no,
side
it's
step
like,
qui part, il y a un
truth be
gros
told,
smash,
like
il y a
you
un
can lose
shoulder.
weight without even
On
exercising
attend tes
if you
flashs,
just
c'est pas
watch what you
passé.
eat.
Voilà.
Exercise helps a
Spécial, hein, le
lot,
B4-4
but
qui
like you
passe.
can lose
Il
weight
est
without
patient,
even going
Ozuki, il
to
va
the
falloir
gym.
remonter. Non.
You do both, and you're really
Le Western
cooking.
c'était risqué.
Dommage.
The diet part is honestly more important than the exercise part, I would say, because you can't like out train like a bad diet, but if you have a good diet, then you're,
C'est la première activation
you know what I mean?
sur ce match depuis son tout début. Il y a le hit system qui est activé du côté du joueur français.
But yeah, like so it's actually easy to stay under 2,500. And like when I'm able to go back up in order to maintain my weight, I'll probably you know go back to eating a little bit more rice with my meals. But I feel like hitting
C'est bien, on se baisse bien Ozuki.
hitting
Allez,
my
continue de commit
weight
sur des lots,
maintenance
c'est bien ce qu'il
calorie
fait.
like
C'est bien ce qu'il propose, il
intake
faut pas
is
avoir
gonna
peur
be
d'y
harder
aller.
than like staying
Allez,
under.
avec pourquoi pas la
It's like
solution,
when
le
it's
delay sur le
when it's
launcher
time
est
for me to
passé.
maintain, it's gonna
Le
have to be
encore une
like
fois permet égaliser
3,000 to
Ozuki.
like
Il nous fait une
3,250,
très belle
somewhere around there,
perte
I
pour
would
l'instant.
imagine.
Allez Ozuki.
Again, because of like how tall I am.
Toute la suite, la
But like,
même la gestion de l'offense.
like an extra 700, that's like an extra meal a
Il
day.
fait pas mal où il fait, Dombili, il l'attend au tournant.
Ouais.
Il attend au tournant, c'est bien, hein. De temps en temps il attaque, de temps en temps il défend. Malheureusement il se prend quelques counter hits à la volée comme ça, quelques lots. Le launcher est tenté, ça va être float, hein,
Oh,
malheureusement.
that's
C'est dommage, il
another
avait le
thing,
timing. Et donc Billy qui va commencer à s'adapter, qui a clairement l'avantage. Comment on revient pour Ozuki? Ça va être très compliqué là.
Yeah, I'm cooking almost everything at home. Like I haven't been ordering any food. I mostly just eat chicken and rice every day. I love sirloin, so I eat sirloin a lot because it's pretty lean, and it's just different from having the chicken all the time. I make like these homemade pizzas. It's like it's definitely a lot cheaper. Well, it's cheaper than ordering out, but like groceries are just so expensive. It's still a lot of money. I'm still going to Target and spending like a couple $100 a week.
Bambou dans les oreilles. Il est serein. C'est un mec franchement mentalement. Alors sauf quand il joue contre Renard, il craque.
Ah bon?
That's what I'm at 209. Hell yeah, good shit, dog.
Glorious là, la
Congratulations.
division 4, la finale. Il a fait que prendre des shoulders des Moman en boucle et est devenu fou. C'est la seule fois où je l'ai vu vraiment genre sortir de ses
Another thing as well.
Mais sinon c'est quelqu'un d'extrêmement
As well, I'm
calme.
on the
Et
subject.
là tu vois,
I said
il a
this
pas
to
hésité
some
à
homies
attaquer.
earlier.
Il
I'm
joue
gonna say it out
vraiment
here.
son match.
I don't know how many of you
Il passe
guys are on
son
your
match.
weight loss journey or thinking about starting or anything like that, or maybe you are exercising or dieting, you're not seeing the progress you want, whatever the case is. Things have been going really, really well for me. But even with me, it's not like been super linear, right? I track my weight every single day and my calories and stuff every single day. I weigh myself every day when I wake up.
Just
because I log it in my app on my phone. And I was at 215 when I woke up, right? But yesterday I was at 213. I said it to say that it's not always just down, you know what I'm saying? Weight fluctuates a lot, whether it's just because of, you know, how the water's sitting in the body that day or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? It goes up and down all the time. Like I check my log real quick. Let's see.
Allez, il faut continuer, c'est bien, on laisse commit. Allez, un
I
mix
went from like
peut-être,
216 to 216.2.4 down to 213 up to 215, you know what I mean?
C'est bien.
There's a point where I was down to
mais je crois qu'il va falloir un peu plus que ça dans la game pour revenir.
216.4 and then jump back up to 218. It's not because like I was doing anything wrong, it's just kind of how the body is sometimes.
C'est lui qui a le contrôle de l'espace.
You know what I mean?
Et Ozuki, voilà, il laisse le
I
temps
was at
filer, il laisse le temps
219 at
s'écouler
one point,
avec
jump back up to 222.8, so almost 223.
Mais c'est pas grave.
Like it fluctuates a lot from day to day, and even throughout the day, you'd be surprised like how much your weight changes, like day to day. I said to say, just like, you know, don't ever get discouraged and just keep in mind that like progression isn't always like super linear. Like there's gonna be peaks and valleys, it fluctuates a lot. And even if you do gain a little weight back, you know what I'm saying? It's just like as long as you continue to get on your grind.
Incroyable.
J'aime bien,
il n'a pas peur de jouer, c'est ça qui fait plaisir. Voilà, il joue vraiment son match. Certes, l'adversaire, il peut être intimidant, il peut être très fort, mais néanmoins, il donne tout, il déchoppe, il prend les bonnes solutions, il n'hésite pas à commit des lots qui sont le
I personally want to get down to like 200.
Malheureusement,
that's another 50
mais il est encore debout. Il est encore debout.
But I've also been like adding muscle while I'm at it.
Ouais, de fou.
Mais là pour le coup, Dombili qui domine certes sur ce round là, faut faire attention à la relever là parce que t'es au mur et donc du coup ça meurt explosif.
Yeah, I got you. I can link you the exact video.
Allez, on commence à se sortir de là. Voilà, retourne un petit peu plus au mid-screen. Parce que là c'est un peu compliqué. Eh bon Paris, c'est pas mal ça.
Mais I just know the recipe now, but I'll give you the video so you can like, get the tutorial.
Ah, la garde est bonne
dommage,
à
il
côté
s'est pas
Dombili.
baissé sur la pinch -13, mais c'est pas grave, il continue. Il est bien, il a encore le hit, il va falloir l'utiliser. Attention, encore une fois au side step, ouais. On abuse un peu trop de la linéarité de certains coups. Certes, Ozuki sur Victor, il a une bonne range, mais le problème, c'est que Léo Ming, il ne les a toujours pas utilisés. Il se rapproche du deuxième round avec un duck, pourquoi pas. Est-ce qu'il va recommit le low? Oui. Balle de match pour Dombili, mais Ozuki, il est tellement proche d'égaliser. Il est encore dans la course, il est encore en vie, il n'a pas hésité à commit encore une fois. Maintenant il faut trouver les solutions, mais on prend un launcher. On est dos au mur pour Ozuki, mais on l'a vu, hein. Ça fait 2 fois sur un round qu'il est capable de revenir. Là il part de loin, mais il peut le faire.
Allez, il va falloir trouver les bonnes ouvertures parce que là ça va être un autre perfect si jamais. Tu t'es donné Ozuki, tu t'es donné. Victoire de Dombili.
Je pense qu'on peut tous applaudir Ozuki s'il vous plaît.
Bravo.
Très beau match.